CQ40 meter. CQ40, this is Kilo November 3 Quebec, KN3Q. And this is the Alligator Net. And we're here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. local time. With my good friend Jim, Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo, and my friend Incognito, Kilo 3, Don, well, man, I'm all messed up here tonight. I don't know, man. But W3 Dion, Whiskey 3 Delta Oscar November, who's not in here this evening. He's in the hospital, but he's getting better as the days go. Once again, my name is Ronaldo. I'm KN3Q. This is a Rag2 net. And this net meets here on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. local time. You can check in on NetLogger. You can also check in on the TGIF network, Talk Group 314-255. Also want to put out a word for Ed, Echo Delta Dash KN4 RWQ. That's Kilo November 4, Romeo Whiskey Quebec, his live YouTube channel. Please subscribe to Ed-KN4RWQ on YouTube. So we're trying to get enough users up that we'll be able to run the GatorNet live on YouTube. Once again, this is KN3Q, and I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And you're on the Alligator Net on 7255. If there's any emergency priority traffic, please call now. Okay, here no emergency priority traffic on 7255. Tonight I'll be doing the early set part of the net, and Mr. Jim is going to do the secondary part of the net this evening, so I'll be on here till about 8:30 or so, and then Jim will take it over and finish it up. Okay, this is Kilo November 3, Quebec in the Alligator Net on 7255. And we're looking to take check-ins this evening from anybody, anywhere.
November 1, Foxtrot, Golf, November.
November 1, Foxtrot, Golf, November. Anybody else?
Kilo 7, 8, Kilo Delta, Lima.
That's Kilo Golf 8, Sierra Delta Lima, correct?
Kilo 48,
Oh, I got you, brother. Sorry about that. Anybody else?
Whiskey 8, Delta, Victor, Echo.
Whiskey 8, Delta, Victor, Echo. Okay, let me start at the top of the list here. First, we'll bring in Kilo November 4, Romeo Whiskey, Quebec. Are you there?
Yes, sir, Ren. Thank you. This is Kilo November 4, Romeo Whiskey, Quebec, Ed in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. I just wanted to also add, Ren, that if you have a hard time getting to the YouTube page, you can go to my QRZ page, and the first line in the bio is a clickable link that'll take you right to it. So I kind of tried to make it easy.
All right, okay, no problem. Hope everybody subscribes to you. Anything else, sir?
No, sir, I'll let you go ahead with the check-ins, KN4RWQ.
KN4RWQ, KN3Q out of North Carolina. Okay, Kilo. Okay, we're going to move on down here to November 1, Foxtrot Golf November, Leroy, original person of the GatorNet. Come on in, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Ronaldo. How's everything down there? Over?
Hey, everything's good, Leroy. I'll tell you what, man, this new antenna, I'm receiving you better than I ever did. Roger?
Roger that. Yes, you're a good 10 over 9 there, Ronaldo.
Hey, Roger, got about S9 on you, Leroy. How's everything going up there? How was your winter?
Winter was didn't have a winter as far as I'm concerned. We only had about 3-4 inch snowstorms over.
Hey, Roger. Well, I wanted to get the net in here tonight. There's supposed to be contests going on, so I don't know how long we're going to have a good, clear frequency. Roger?
Roger that.
All right, Leroy, anything else before we move down the line? I stepped on you. Sorry, Leroy. Go ahead. Say again.
I didn't get that second call there. Is that KN4? Is that RWQ?
That's correct. Kilo November 4, Romeo Whiskey, Quebec.
Kilo November 4?
Whiskey,
Quebec?
Whiskey, well, I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm tongue-tied now. No, I guess it's Kilo November 4, Radio Whiskey, Quebec, RWQ, Roger?
Okay, RWQ, okay, very good. Yeah, put it up on the QR and said I didn't get that name there of that guy, over?
Yeah, that's Ed.
Book QSL.
Yep, look him up on Facebook, look him up on YouTube, and go to his QRZ channel, and there'll be a link to it, and you'll be able to get into it, all right?
Roger that. I did, but I don't have the right name there, over.
Roger. Hey, Ed, get back to him there, Ed, if you're there.
Yeah, roger that. I go by Ed. You'll see it on the QRZ page. My first name is Broadus, so you can see why I go by Ed. With a name like Broadus, I have to use a short name for my middle name, which is Edward. So it's Broadus Edward Baxley is the name, and the first line in the bio is a clickable link to all the Alligator Net nets for the past week. Roger.
Roger that. Okay. KN4 RWQ.
QSL, that's correct.
Okay, very good, Ed. All right, thank you very much. I did have it right then.
I've got you about 10 over here in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina.
Okay, I'll have you a good 5 over 9 there, Ed.
Roger.
All right, Mr. Leroy, anything else for you tonight this evening, sir, before I move on?
Oh, nothing more for the net there. I just wanted to say hello to Jim there around there at the clay mill, over.
Hey, Roger, okay. No problem. You hear Leroy there, Mr. Jim?
Roger. How you doing this evening, Leroy? I'm doing fine. How are you doing, sir, with that pacemaker, over?
Oh yeah, the pacemaker's doing just fine, Leroy.
Okay, very good. Glad to hear that. I got mine going there since 2006, and it's still clicking away. Okay, Jim, very good. I'm back to that there.
All right, no problem. Thank you, Leroy, for checking in this evening. It's always a pleasure talking to you there, for sure. All right, we're going to move on to the next call sign. We're moving on to Kilo Charlie 8, Sierra Delta Lima. Come on in, sir. Good evening.
KN3Q, Kilo Charlie 8, Sierra Delta Lima. Kadir, about all your all copy me, over.
I got about S5 on you this evening, sir. How you doing up that way?
Not too bad. Having a lot of fun playing radio. I am on the Goodwood PSA30. I worked on that Eastern radio today a little bit. I got more to do to it, but we're not coming too bad. Pretty good copy. Other than that, what you up to?
Hey, Roger. Well, everything's good down here in Myrtle Beach, man. It was in the 80s today, so, hey, I'm happy with that, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yes, that's warm outside. We're even expecting some snow tonight. We're going to stick around for another month and keep the wheels for cat to keep warm over it.
Yeah, Roger. Well, yeah, you guys are going to get warm eventually up there in Michigan. Right now, no, but I'm sure you'll be getting your spring real soon there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. They want to stick around there. All of that, they're also playing with my squad 360 today. Got it on the air. This is too bad. This phone only plays at 8. And this is 360. One of my other radios I got today, it works. That's all right, then. All right, sir. Well, I don't know what's going on with us. Well, you had to trim real quick before I sign with you. We'll think we could be up, and if it's so bad, like that, got some trim, over.
Roger. Well, 7-3, man, thanks for checking into the Gator Net, and we'll catch you again. Kilo Charlie 8, Sierra Delta Lima up in Michigan, 7-3. Whiskey 8, Delta Victor Echo, W8DVE. You still there, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Ronaldo. This is Dave, W8DVE, here in Troy, Michigan, just north of Detroit. Delta, I heard Jim in his call there earlier, so I spoke with him earlier today, and I got a little list about the clay mill, so I kind of appreciated that, and just wanted to jump in and say hello. I don't normally operate in the evening hours, but tonight was an exception. So back to you. Thanks so much for all you do there in the Gator Net.
Contact.
Yeah, standby contact. Yeah, Roger. Well, we always appreciate checking in down here on the Gator Net. You're more welcome to come back anytime you like, sir. We're here on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. local time. I have a contact out there. Go ahead, contact.
Yeah, thanks for all the fuel, Joey. Yes, sir. Sure, the silver they put in, you got a copy of Rock.
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Well, good afternoon, or good evening to you, sir. I'm on my 10-1 5:30. I can fire up my own farm. Pretty good today. Things are all over the place like that. Well, it's a 5-9 here in the Basin Vista.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, here's been something 5-9 here, too, just north of Detroit. Over.
That's good, though. Actually, we're somewhat neighbors. Very good. Well, thanks for picking me up. I'll go ahead and hand it back to Dr. Coleman. Like I said, it's good talking to you. Once you down walk. Sign with you, and I'll hand it back to Dr. Coleman. But I don't think I'll wait.
Hey, no problem, man, no problem. That's for sure, definitely got that. All right, anything else we could do for you up there in Michigan?
I just want to shout out, and although you guys do a great job, so just keep it going and, have fun along the way, too. WADDE, I'm clear.
All right, 73 to you up there in the great state of Michigan. That was, let me move on down here. Got to get back on the net logger. Jumping around here, doing a lot of things at the same time. All right, Whiskey 8, Delta Victor Echo, up near Detroit, Michigan. Pleasure. Thanks for checking into the Alligator Net here on 7255. Once again, my name is Ronaldo. I'm Kilo November 3, Quebec. All right, we're going to move over to November 8, Uniform X-Ray. The noisy guy up in Indiana. Come on in, brother.
Well, if you get the call right, I'll come back to you, Bernardo, November 9. Try that. I just wanted to jump in and say hi. I'm not going to be here very long. I haven't been feeling good all week, and I'm going to go hit the bed here. Get some extra rest tonight, but I just thought I'd stop in and say hi.
November 9, Uniform X-Ray, Kilo November 3, Quebec. How's your week going, man? How you been this week? Doing all right? Otherwise, besides being sick?
Well, it's cold and rainy. No, I've been sick all week. I got a cold or something, but haven't been feeling good. That's why I figured I'd just jump in and say hi. So I'm not going to stick around, right?
Hey, Roger. Well, you know, it's always a pleasure talking to you up there in Indiana, my friend. Sounding good down here like normal, man. But, yeah, good catching up to you. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I'm feeling better today. I've been terrible all week, so I'm going to get some extra sleep tonight and get out of here instead of playing radio all night. That gentleman up there in Troy, boy, he was booming down here, David.
Hey, Roger. The gentleman up in Detroit, you want to say hello to November 9, Uniform X-Ray?
Guess he's not there, Ronaldo.
Yeah, he probably dropped out. All right, man. Well, you get some rest, man. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, we're doing a little better tonight. All right, let me get out of here. I'm going to sleep. Guys, have a good night. Catch you later. N9UUX.
N9UUX, 73 to you, man. It's always a pleasure talking to you, man. Take care. Whiskey 5, Papa, Delta Whiskey. Are you there? 5, WPW? No, Whiskey 5, Papa, Delta Whiskey. You there? W5PWW, PDW, W5PDW, you there? I guess not, he was on net locker. Okay, well, we'll just move on over here. This is Kilo November 3, Quebec, and the Alligator Net on 7255. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. local time. And we got Jim, Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo in the Clay Mill in Ohio. We're looking for check-ins for the Alligator Net on 7255. Anybody, anywhere?
Kilo 3, Romeo, Papa.
Kilo 3, Romeo, Papa. Anybody else? All right, K3, RRT. Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Well, good evening there again, Ronaldo, and good evening to Jim up there in the clay mill. This is Kilo 3, Romeo, Papa. Well, we're just wrapping up a really nasty kind of weather day out here on the eastern shore of Maryland. I don't know what the temperature is. I don't even want to look, but it has just been gloomy, overcast, and rainy all day. So thought I'd jump in here on the Alligator Net and get a dose of cheer there. Over.
Hey, Roger. We appreciate you checking in there for sure. Your gloomy weather. Oh, man, wouldn't like that, man. I'll tell you. It was about 81 degrees today in sunny skies here in Myrtle Beach. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Well, I tell you, last night, going to bed at about 11 p.m. on the East Coast here, it was, believe it or not, 70 degrees, 70 degrees. And it went down overnight and continued going down today. It's 45 degrees and light rain here right now, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that light rain. Man, you guys are going to get your good weather pretty soon. You know that.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, I know how it is. And to be honest with you, Ronaldo, we've had a really mild winter here. I think I told you the other night, not a speck of snow here on the eastern shore. Not a flake even. Maybe a flake or two one day that we could see coming down. Over.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I mean, you know, the Northeast needs the snow. I mean, it helps your water table. I mean, we've had a lot of rain this year down here, and it's been good. Hopefully the summer won't be overly hot up that way. Because I know, you know, if you go 10 or 15 miles inland here, when it gets humid. It's like soup. But along the coast here, the humidity ain't as bad. You don't feel it like you do up there. But, you know, when I go up home to visit people in Lancaster County for field day, I already know, man, that stuff's like soup.
Yeah, roger that. Well, it's got some benefits, too. I mean, I don't live right on the water, but I live, you know, I can look out my back window and see it. It's not an ocean or anything. It's a tributary into the Chesapeake Bay. And I can put my boat in the water right there in the river, just about 2 blocks from my house, and I can be in the Chesapeake Bay in 15 minutes. So what I'm looking forward to is the striped bass season, and you know, trophy season in the Chesapeake Bay for striped bass is coming up here in April, and that's always a good time. Over.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, hey, you know, get ready, man. You're gonna have a good time. Yeah, I don't do much fishing. The last time I fished was in the Gulf Coast, but that's been a while.
Yeah, Roger, I understand that. Gulf Coast, should say. Whereabouts on the Gulf Coast, Ronaldo? I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and so I'm real familiar with that Gulf Coast fishing. Over.
Hey, Roger. I actually fished off the coast of Cozumel, Mexico. I was on a private boat, and we were fishing for, we caught all kinds of stuff, man, in there. Roger?
Roger that. A lot of people don't realize the Gulf of Mexico is really something for fishing. Even after that big oil well disaster down there a couple of years back, I'm telling you, the tributary or the fishery down there has really recovered well. But I grew up down there, you know, fishing and crabbing and catching shrimp, and definitely eating a lot of shrimp. That's for sure. Anyhow, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to sit here and listen in and see what's going on, and say hi again there to Jim up at the clay mill, and hope he's having a good one. And glad to hear that Don is doing better. KM3Q. This is Kilo 3 Romeo Papa. Back to you.
All right, no problem. Yep, I'm sure Mr. Jim, when he takes over, stand by for another 10 minutes or so, and I'm sure he'll yell at you. All right, talk to you in a little bit. Kilo 3, Romeo Papa. Always a pleasure talking to you out of the great state of Maryland. All right, we're going to move on down the line. Kilo 3, Charlie Lima Sierra, K3CLS. Good evening, sir.
Hey, well, good evening there, Ronaldo. Welcome. If you were up here in PA today, you would enjoy the misty rain, thunder, and lightning. But this evening it was over long enough to fly out of the shop. Had a good dinner there. Shout out to Ray down there in Centerville, K3RRP. Good luck in the striper season. We like to go down there in August for the schoolies. A couple times every summer out of Rock Hall down there. So that's a lot of fun. How's it going down there in Myrtle Beach?
Hey, it's doing pretty good, man. Where are you at again? Because I have a contactor was first pounding you and knocking you out. I didn't get a chance to get over here and throw the switch to back up the noise. But where are you at again?
Oh, I'm up here in Lancaster today. Yeah, hanging out in Lancaster. We're not in Florida this year.
Oh, okay. So you're home this year, right?
Yeah, we're taking off this summer. We're doing a West Coast trip, so we decided not to do Florida, and we'll be leaving in May and heading out to the West Coast in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh man, you're going out to a rough area, brother. You know, Washington State, Oregon area, man. That could be tough.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty good at staying in the countryside, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Well, you be careful out there. John and Karen, I guess, will be starting to head up this way pretty soon. In fact, they're going to be at my house sometime between May 1st and May 8th. They're going to be over here for a cookout, and then we're going over to their motorhome there in North Myrtle Beach, Roger.
Hey, roger that. Well, that'll be nice. Did they need the keys now?
Yeah, they started moving north. They're like 30 miles north of what they were. But yeah, me and John will probably do Parks on the Air when he gets up this way.
Oh, that's awesome. Send me a text or something. Well, Karen usually sends me a text when John's on. I'll try and shout out to you guys, see if I can chase you down.
Hey, no problem, man. All right, hey, 7-3, and thanks for checking into the GatorNet like usual. Anything else we could do for you before I look for more check-ins?
No, Ren. Thanks a lot for taking my call, and everybody have a good evening out there on the net. 73 off. K3CLS back to net control.
K3CLS, KN3Q, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, my hometown. Beautiful, beautiful area up there in Pennsylvania for sure. This is Kilo November 3 Quebec. I'm going to pick up another station. Let's see. He's on NetLogger. Kilo Bravo 3 Papa Echo Tango. KB3 PET. You there, sir?
KN3, Quebec. Yeah, I flipped off of my net on 279. Heard the guy holler in CQ on 254 and 254, and I told him, hey, there's a net going on, and that was before I heard you call for me.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, they're contesting, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I heard somebody, and I was just reaching over to change the filter to tighten up the receiver a little bit, and then they disappeared, so I figured they were nice enough to walk away. We appreciate that. How's it going up there in the great state of Pennsylvania?
It's going pretty good. I've learned how to deal with contesters. That's why I run a Henry 3K, and I have 2 extra tubes, and when the contesters don't want to move, I show them what a Henry 3K can do on IM.
Yeah, and I'm just running my measly 100 watts down here, man. Yep, I thought about getting an amp, but, this thing works good enough without it, but I guess an amp does come in handy, right?
Well, it does, and I'm not going to tell you what this baby will do AM, but it really will smoke.
Hey, Roger. So how's things going up there? Y'all doing okay?
Oh, we're doing fine, nice rainy weather. I get up on the sunny days and watch the chemtrails fly over top of the farm and wonder, what in the world are they putting on me today?
Yeah, you want to hear something wild? I've been looking for chemtrails down here in Myrtle Beach area, and I haven't seen any.
You know what? There ain't enough people down there they want to kill.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, that doesn't surprise me, though.
Well, you know what? The thing of it is, I figured out they put the chemtrails over me. That way it floats down into New York, New Jersey, and New England.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, yep. You never know what's in them, man. Well, hey, the most exciting thing we got to see down here was I saw shoot that balloon down. That F-22 Raptor came over there and popped it out of the air, man. Just the big boom, man. You could hear it right on my porch.
Well, the funny thing about that is, why would you shoot it down over the water? Why didn't you shoot it down if you were worried about it spying on you? Why didn't you shoot it down over ground?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I walked outside of work that day, and there it was, man. I seen it balloon. I saw the streaks. Hey, we got another one in there. I saw the streaks and stuff for sure coming across the sky, and I knew they were raptors. And the next thing you know, poof, big bang, and it was gone.
I hear you. Hey, how come if you're net control it lists you as guest?
I don't know, man. I'll have to figure that out. Are you serious? It does.
Yeah, you're on 9-1 and it shows you as being a guest.
Wow, man, I'll have to put my large print screen on it and check it out. Oh, up here. Okay, yeah, I don't know why it has that.
Do you guys have a club profile or not?
No, we don't.
Well, that's the deal. Yeah, I've got a good friend of mine that's got a server, and he's got my Moonlighters net. We've got our club profile back up. A lot of times I do show up as veteran of Army from the old, not the old Miss, but from the YL system. But anyway, you're sounding good, and if you're bored, fire up an old tube radio Sunday night. I'll be running the vintage Moonlighters net for tube radios or whatever, or new radios. On or about 279, about 2300. Come on in, you're booming in. I'll catch you then if you want.
Hey, I'll see what I can do if I'm up. Usually I'm working, and I have to be in bed by like 9:30. But, hey, maybe I'll be up in the evening and just surprise you and drop in there on 7900 at 2300.
Well, you're still working. Well, thank you very much, because I enjoy my Social Security check every month.
Echo Tango, up there in the beautiful state of PA. Hey, man, anything else we can do for you tonight?
No, I just wanted to thank you for still working, because I enjoy my Social Security check.
Oh, man, I click a Social Security check, too, but I just couldn't sit on my butt anymore,
Well, all you got to do is own a farm like I do. You wonder how you did anything when you worked all day as a mechanic.
Oh, I know, man, I know. But, I don't know, man, I just can't sit around. All right, my good friend, you take care.
You too, good to hear you. KN3, Quebec, KB3, PET, 73.
73, take care. How about Kilo Delta 4 Uniform Delta, you there? How about Kilo Delta 4 Uniform Delta? I saw him on that longer, but he wasn't there. Okay. All right, we're getting close here. We're going to take a couple more check-ins before moving up north. This is Kilo November 3 Quebec, KN3Q out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Please remember to check into KN4RWQ's and subscribe to his YouTube channel. That's Ed Echo Delta KN4RWQ on YouTube, and eventually we can get enough followers, we'll be able to have the GatorNet live on YouTube. All right, this is Kilo November 3 Quebec out of Myrtle Beach, looking for check-ins for the GatorNet. Anybody, anywhere, please call now.
Whiskey November 3 India.
Whiskey
Kilo 3 Alpha Charlie.
All right, let's do this. Kilo 3 Alpha Charlie, take standby. Next person, please. Anybody else?
I don't know if you caught me. Whiskey November 3 India.
Whiskey November 3. Whiskey November 3 India, is that correct?
Yes, Nate up in Shrewsbury.
All right, Nate, stand by. Anybody else? Whiskey 3, Lima, Papa Alpha. All right, Whiskey 3, Lima, Papa Alpha. Okay, let's go up to the top of the list here. Okay, we're going to go with Kilo 3 Alpha Golf. Kilo 3 Alpha Charlie, come on in, sir.
Yeah, good evening. This is Kilo 3 Alpha Charlie, name is Bob, Austin Ocean, Boston. We're located in Yardley, Pennsylvania, which is about 30 miles northeast of Philly, and we were just getting everything set up for tomorrow for East Cars, and we heard you running a GatorNet. So this is our first time, and appreciate the information on the net. Back to you. This is K3A6.
Hey, Roger. Listen to that beach every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Myself, W3DON, started this net about 5 years ago, and our good friend Jim, Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo, joined us. And I used to live up in Lancaster, PA. In fact, I took my extra class over there in Shrewsbury, PA. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I used to live in Lancaster, PA, too. I am a graduate of Franklin and Marshall College. You know where that is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I lived out on out off of Manor Street there on Hershey Avenue by the Greek Orthodox Church. If you know where that's at.
No, I do not know where that is. I lived on the West End where the college is. Columbia Turnpike and Route 30 area, and that Kissel Hill Farmer Market and Park City Mall and that area there. Harrisburg Pike, over.
Yep, sir. I know where all that's at. Yeah, I was born and raised in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. In fact, I lived on the edge of the city, and I decided, well, a little older now, it's time to move on. So we moved down here to Myrtle Beach about 5 years ago, and I don't plan on going back, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Key West in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, we went from Lancaster to Harrisburg and then moved totally out of the state down to Florida. We have lived in Orlando and Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, but this is where we started at. My family's from Philadelphia originally, and I'm back here. I was off the air for many years down in Florida, and I also lived in New Jersey for a number of years. I didn't get your name. KN3Q, K3AC.
K3AC, KN3Q. Name is Ronaldo. Romeo Echo November Alpha Lima David Oscar. Yeah, this is a small net. It's kind of a rag chew net. We pass it around a little bit, but we appreciate you, sir, checking in there, Roger.
Yeah, very good, Ronaldo. You're hitting me about S8 to 9. I heard you're running barefoot, doing pretty good, and I wonder how you're copying us.
Got a good solid 9+ on you. Yeah, my antenna's only about 9 feet off the ground there, Roger.
Oh, wow. Then you're really doing good. Mine's about 50 to 60 feet off the ground, and I'm running a little over a kilowatt here. So, anyway, you're doing a great job. We'll let you carry on. You got a number of other stations trying to check in. Thanks for the information, and appreciate you running the net. We'll try to check in again, and we'll say 7 3s. This is K3AC.
All right, Kilo 3, Alpha Charlie. Love that call, man, K3AC. Hey, 7-3 to you, sir. Thanks for checking into the Alligator net here on 7255. This is Kilo November 3, Quebec. We're looking for Whiskey November 3, India. You're next.
Hi, Ronaldo. It's Nate up in Shrewsbury, and good to hear you on. I don't get on this net very often, but tonight down here I just celebrated finishing up the income tax and got that submitted, and I'm just really pleased with myself. So moved over here to the radio table and getting ready for the contest. I heard somebody say they were upset with contests, but I like contests, so there we go. Excuse me, Kilo November 3 Quebec, Whiskey November 3 India.
Whiskey November 3 India, Kilo November 3 Quebec. Hey, man, what contest is that?
This is WPX, CQWPX sideband. And it's basically worked all prefixes. So guys like us have screwball prefixes, especially mine is kind of screwball. So anyway, we attract a lot of attention when we get on there.
All right, well, maybe I'll have to check that out tomorrow night or something, or sometime during the day when I get off work tomorrow afternoon. I like to mess around with winter field day and summer field day, so they're about the only contests I get into. But otherwise, everything else is good up here, and I hope everything's well up there in Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania, Roger?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it's, normally we have winter. We haven't had winter up here at all. We had a little dusting of snow one time, and that's about it. We haven't had any real winter. We've up at the borough building, there's a big pile of salt that we had to pay for. So, you know, there's good news and there's bad news. One is that we've invested in a pile of salt and figures that haven't been used. But anyway, I'm jealous that you're down there in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
if there were someplace I'd want to move, that would be as over.
Hey, Roger. Yep. As long as you ain't in town, move outside the city limits, you're good to go. And, well, it's a great place to be. All right, sir. Anything else we can do for you tonight?
No, that's it. Good to talk to you, my friend. Take care, and we'll catch up with you again. WM3 time.
All right, Whiskey November 3, India 73 to you, my good friend. Take care. Shrewsbury is the best place for anybody that wants to get their ham ticket. They are the number one guys in the country to get your license from. Hey, 73, man, you take care.
7-3.
All right, now moving on. Whiskey 3, Lima Papa Alpha. Hey, John down here in the great state of Florida in his motorhome. Come on in, Mr. John.
Okay there, Red. Yeah, this is Whiskey 3, Lima Papa Alpha in the motorhome here in the Florida Keys. Yeah, it's a beautiful night, beautiful sunset tonight. We're down there, watched the sunset, and we were walking around a little bit afterwards, and just got back. It's 77 degrees right now, and really got a little light breeze blowing. Not too bad outside, but yeah, we just got back, and it sounded pretty good. Sounded pretty good there, and I heard the station from Pennsylvania, so my home QTH, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. This is W3LPA.
All right, Mr. John, and yep, good. Looking forward to you getting up the road here for sure. And how's the better half doing down there in the motorhome? Is she keeping you out of trouble?
Oh yeah, that did. Yeah, keep me out of trouble. But yeah, we'll be heading off eventually. But not yet. We still got some time down here, so we'll get back there eventually. But we're not in any rush.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. All right, well, we'll be putting the vittles together when you get back up this way for sure. You know that. We'll fire the grill up, make some macaroni and cheese and some other goodies here in beautiful Myrtle Beach. All right, man. Hey, I'm going to let you go, John. Anything else I can do for you tonight before I move on? Because I got to soon send this up to Jim.
No, that's about it. Got to get ready for On Patrol Live here at 9 o'clock, and we'll catch you later. W3LPA.
All right, W3LPA, K3LPA down in the Keys. All right, I'm going to do two more stations here yet that I got on that logger. Oh man, it's too late. I got to move it up. One more quick call. Kilo Bravo 8, Charlie Sierra Foxtrot. No, that's wrong. Kilo Bravo 0, Charlie Sierra Foxtrot. You there? All right. How about Kilo 7, Whiskey Lima Hotel? Okay, Kilo 7 Whiskey Lima Hotel, you there? Alright, didn't hear none there either. Okay, my name is Ronaldo, I'm KN3Q. I flapped my gums long enough, I'm going to send this up to Jim. Thanks for everybody checking in this evening between that logger and on the air. We had 18 check-ins so far this evening. I'm going to say 7-3 to all, and I'll be standing by here doing some logging while Jim does the rest of the net. Jim, it's yours, man. This is Kilo November 3 Quebec in the Gator Net. Every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. local time with 7255. Go ahead, Jim.
Roger that, Ronaldo. Good evening, everybody. The call here is Kilo FM8, Lima Bravo 8. Jim just claimed that was right, and we're looking for check-ins to be on Gator Net. Hello, welcome. Oh, man.
November 2, Lima X-Ray Lima.
November 1, Foxtrot off November. It's all three racing tracks. Okay, I got Robin Bay City for the weekend. I got Lima X-Ray Lima. I got Foxtrot Golf November. I said what's up there for anybody else for the Gator there. Well, if I hit on frequency. I copy you pretty good there, Rob. I both wrong. What's up today? How you doing, over?
I'm not doing that. Yeah, you're on frequency. That's who I am. I thought I had that pretty proper.
Hey, your radio sounds really decent. Just like that.
Good copy of it.
Yeah, the other one is to review movies, you subscribe and what you saying, what you wrote you song, stuff like that, stuff, whatever. I got home about started getting with dinner and you're after I got Ronaldo earlier, he said I had a pretty good pickup. I even hooked up my own phone radio, got it going. You looked at that thing yesterday, it did pretty good. For a good to be busy, but I said, yeah, I got it on the check now. I got to send you a picture of the radio check. But I still got to do the thing that came with it, the hot water went up. Hi. Roger on that. Rob, you got anything else for me before I get these other check-ins over? And hand it back to you and speaker away, and I'll talk to you Sunday. Roger that. We're going to play with Rob. He's in Bay City, Michigan. Next up, I got a station here, Lima, X-Ray Lima. Come with your full call.
Hey, good evening. November 2, Lima X-Ray Lima, Bob in New Jersey, and nothing from the net. Just wanted to check in to say hello and support the net, as usual. So I know you got a couple other guys out there, so I won't hold it up. Sounding good here in New Jersey tonight. We'll catch you next time. November 2, Lima X-Ray Lima.
Roger that. Bob, I think you're sounding pretty good here to the flame mill, too. I got you almost 20 over S9 over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you're about 10 over 9 here in New Jersey with nice audio, so yeah, the band's cooperating between us tonight. Anyway, we'll be here listening for a bit. Have a great one. November 2, Lima X-Ray Lima.
Roger that. Let me ask you a question before you go there, Bob. How many whiskeys you running tonight?
Oh, right around 600 or so.
Okay, that's probably a little different there. I'm only putting out two pieces here on the GSP200. Anyway, you sound good, Bob. Have a great day. Thank you, love, and we'll talk to you soon down the road. We're going to clear with Bob. He's at Forked River, New Jersey. Let's see, we've got him in the log. We'll clear with him. Next up, November 1, Fox Golf November. Leroy, how you doing?
I am doing fine, but I have some other interference there, but I don't know what it is, Jim, but some other signal's trying to come in there on you, over.
Roger that. That's all them contesters, Leroy. They just stood and smiled right up on top of you. It don't matter to them as long as they just bully you out of the way.
Okay, Jim, you're about a 5-9 here tonight. Nice signal, Jim. I said, what's for that interference, over?
Roger that. I don't pay no attention to them. I just ignore them, Leroy.
Okay, very good. I got you pretty good there, Jim.
Roger that. I'll talk to you then. Have a great day, Leroy. I'll talk to you soon. We're going to clear with Leroy. He's in West Suffield, Connecticut. Let's see, November 1, Fox Golf November. We got him in the lawn. We'll clear with Leroy. And we're going to get some more check-ins. The call here is 8 in the Delta Bravo. Jim here at Plain Mill, Southern Ohio. We're looking for check-ins for the Alligator net. Welcome.
Kilo Romeo Papa.
I got Ray over there on the eastern shore in Centerville. There was another one there. Try it again.
Kilo Charlie 3, India Bravo Hotel.
I got India Bravo Hotel. Anybody else for the Gator net? Okay, first up, Kilo 3, Romeo Papa. Ray, how you doing this evening?
Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo. This is Kilo 3, Romeo Papa. Good evening to you, Jim, and the rest of the net. I checked in earlier with Ronaldo, but I knew you'd be on here, and I wanted to hang around and say hi to you. It seems like we miss each other every now and then. But it's been wonderful here past couple of days, and weather-wise, until we got today. And then today, I was telling Ronaldo it was 71 degrees at bedtime last night, and woke up this morning to 43. And it's been in the low 40s all day, and misty rain and overcast. Over.
Roger that. I hear you. You have to get up to bed. It's not rain. You woke up this morning. Over.
Roger that. Roger that. Especially when I hear some of the things going around and what's happening to everybody. I actually got a surprise from my cardiologist the other day. He told me I was could be considered a model patient. Wasn't sure how to take that. I guess that's a good thing. Anyhow, Jim, you're doing about a 5'9" over here at S9. How am I coming in over there at the clay mill?
I've got you about 10 to 15 over S9 there. That's Flex Radio running there, Ray, and that. I don't know, what kind of amp you got? You got an ACOM amp, or what kind is it, over?
Yeah, roger that, Jim. It's an Elecraft amp, KPA 500, and every once in a while on a good night it might put out 600 watts, over.
Roger that. We're sure doing a great job here to the clay mill, and excellent audio as well. But anyway, Ray, it's great talking to you. Do you have anything else for the net before I get this next gentleman here on the list? Over.
No, just a quick comment. The audio is, as much as I like the Flex, the audio is something that I always struggle with when I change between my headset or between my computer and handheld like an iPhone or an iPad or whatever. But with some help of some of our good friends over there on the net of eCars, I've been able to get it tuned in pretty well. And so tonight I'm using the Heil PR7 headset, Heil Pro 7 headset, and got everything, it seems like, running on all cylinders. Anyhow, I'll let you get back to it, Jim. Appreciate you picking me up, and I'll be listening in for a bit, and then I'll catch you on the bands later on. Kilo Echo 8 Lima Delta Bravo, this is K3 RRP, clear.
Roger that, Ray. Yeah, I'm sure you're talking about Dave over there, WA2 or WA3GIN. That man is an audio aficionado, over.
Yeah, roger that. He would be the one, that's for sure. I always tell people when they ask me for help sending their audio that I'm really not qualified. If it's help with computer setup or things like that, I'm eminently qualified to do that. But audio is such a subjective thing, in my opinion. Anyhow, Jim, carry on. Kilo Echo 8 Lima Delta Bravo, K3 RRP.
Roger that, Ray. You just hit 20 over S9 here. Great signal as always. We're going to clear with Ray. He's on the eastern shore of the Chesapeake Bay there in Centerville, Maryland. We'll clear with Ray. Next up, I've got a station, India Bravo Hotel. Come with your full call.
Good evening there, Jim. The call sign here is Kilo Charlie 3 India Bravo Hotel. Name here is Larry, and I think this is the first time we've been on the Alligator net. Trying to dodge all the contesters that are out there tonight, so we thought I'd park here for a little while and see what was going on. QSL?
Roger that there, Larry. And first off, let me welcome you to the Alligator Net. I don't know whether you're familiar with it or not, but we've been here for about 5 years. Well, I haven't. I've been here about 3, maybe 4, I don't know. But anyway, it all started when Ronaldo there, Kilo November 3, Quebec, left Lancaster County, Pennsylvania up there, forgot to go home. He moved down to Myrtle Beach, and he had a buddy at homesick for him back at Lancaster there, Don Whiskey 3 Double or Nothing, and Ronaldo was sending him all these pictures of the alligators running amok in Myrtle Beach, so they decided they was going to start a net, so that's how the Gator Net came to be. They just named it Alligator Net, over.
certainly makes sense. Yeah, I guess if you're in Pennsylvania, I guess it would be the, I don't know, Tony Phil net, but alligator net makes sense. But anyway, I just thought I'd stop in here and see what was going on, and say good evening to everybody. Weather here, I'm in central Maryland, about 25 miles west of Annapolis, and the weather here is lousy. 46 degrees, it's rainy, it's damp, it's nasty. So with that, I'll throw it back to you there, Jim. Kilo Charlie 3, India Bravo Hotel.
Roger that there, Larry. We got a whole bucket full of that same kind of nonsense here in southern Ohio as well. Yeah, the alligator net, we operate here between the time changes during daylight savings time every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We'll do that till the time changes, and then we'll shut it down for the winter. But anyway, we're tickled to death to have you on here. We certainly hope you come back and visit. And while I got you on here, why don't you give me the 3-cent tour of your station there, Larry? What are you running over?
Well, Jim, we're running a ICOM 7300, one of those rare 7300s, and pumping into a Maritron 811H. We're putting out about 500 watts right now. Into a, let's see, what am I into right now? Oh, I'm into an NFED that runs in a sloper position about 60 feet up into a tree. So that's what's happening here there, Jim.
Roger that. We sure it sounded good. I got you successfully at about 10 over half 9, and on my beverage antennas are a little stingy. That's really fast though. But anyway, operating conditions here. Tonight I'm operating on a Yankee FCDS-10. I've got an old SP200 amplifier. Key down tuner to that, about 250 watts. Transmit on a gas Titan DX vertical. And my listening antennas, my receive antennas, are kind of reversible beverage antennas. One's laid out to the north and east, the back end to the southwest. The other one's laid out northwest, the back end to the southeast. They're 200 foot long there, Larry, and believe it or not, they're laying flat on the ground there, covered up with sticks, leaves, twigs, teardropping, and God only knows what else might be laying on them. But with the proximity to the ground there, the velocity factor is slowed down such that they actually fool the radio into thinking they're 400 foot long over.
Oh my goodness there, Jim. That's quite a setup there. Well, I'm glad they're working for you. You're coming in here about almost 10 over 9. So it sounded good. Got some QRN from the storms and stuff that are out and about, but it sounded darn good.
Roger that. Yeah, he sounded good to you. That is a vertical antenna there. But if the beverage antenna, I can pretty much hear the whales making wind out in the Atlantic over.
Well, that's a good thing. Now, let's just hope you can't smell it, over.
Roger that there, Larry. Hey, you got anything else for the net before I go get a few more check-ins over?
No, sir. You go right ahead and do what you got to do. We'll be standing by here listening. I'm liking the alligator net, so let me throw it back to you, Jim. This is Kilo Charlie 3, India Bravo Hotel.
Roger that, Larry. I'll be looking forward to hearing you Monday night. Like I say, we're on here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to clear with Larry. He is in Glendale, Maryland. And let's see, we've got him in the log here. We'll add his name to our community here. And we're going to get some more check-ins. The call is Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo. Jim here at Clay Mill in Southern Ohio. We're looking for check-in for the alligator net. All are welcome. Call now.
Jim?
Go ahead, Ronaldo.
Yeah, can you try a Kilo Delta 9 Mike India Lima out of Wisconsin?
Give me that phone again, Ronaldo.
Yeah, Kilo Delta 9 Mike India Lima. I saw him on NetLogger here.
Kilo Delta 9, Mike India Lima. It's a Kilo Delta 8 Lima Delta Bravo. For the Gator Net, how copy, over? Roger that. Kilo Delta 9, Mike India Lima. This is Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo. Daniel, how's things up in Appleton there in the great state of Wisconsin tonight, over? Daniel, you're sounding pretty good. So I finally got the beverage antenna straightened around there and pointed told you. You went from about an S4, 100% copyable, just really light. And when I got you on the end of my northwest antenna there, you went up to about 5.8. So you're sounding good there. What kind of radio you running, and what's operating conditions there, over? Roger that. Are you running any power, or just 100 watts in the wire, over? USL on that, you're sounding good here. Yeah, operating conditions here there, Daniel, or I've got a Yankee-DX10 here, old ST200 amplifier, 2 down, tuning it up about 200 watts to 250. Let's see, transmit on the Gas Titan DX antenna, and as I was telling you before, my beverage antennas are laid out northeast, southwest, and the other one is laid out up your way, northwest, back to the southeast. That's operating conditions here, over. Roger that. I say I transmit on the Gas Titan DX vertical antenna, and my listening antennas are a pair of reversible beverage antennas. One's laid out to the northeast, the back end to the southwest. The other one's laid out to the northwest, the back end to the southeast, over. Anyway, Larry, Daniel, it's a pleasure meeting you. Do you have anything else for the net before I try to get another check-in or two, over? Come back with your last, the QSB's getting you, Daniel. Sorry, didn't copy that. say, I was just asking you if you had anything else for the net before I tried to get a couple more check-ins over.
No, I think you ought to slide over to a couple more check-ins.
Roger that, Daniel. It's a pleasure meeting you. I hope we hear your voice again soon. We're going to through with Daniel. He's in Appleton, Wisconsin. Let's see, we've got him in the wall. There we go. All right. And it's about 9 o'clock. This will be the last call for me. We're looking for check-ins for the Alligator net. The call here is Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo. All are welcome. Call now. Check-ins for the Alligator net. Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo. Jim here at the Clay Mill in Southern Ohio. We're looking for check-ins for the Alligator net. All are welcome. Call now. Alrighty, nothing heard. I want to thank everybody that checked in with us tonight. I think we had a pretty good crowd this evening. Ronaldo will probably give us the totals there whenever he gets back on here. But I want to say thanks to everyone, and I'm going to send it over to Ronaldo and let him say his farewells and adieus and put the ribbons on it. Kilo does in the Fleet Quebec. Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo. How copy, Ronaldo?
Hey, copy 100%. Jim, thanks for all the good work you did on the Gator net tonight. We had 21 check-ins. 21 check-ins with the several check-ins off of NetLogger too. I'd like to thank everybody for checking into the Alligator net tonight on 7255. We'll be back here Monday night at 8 p.m. local time here on 7255. Remember, this net is here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. local time. Net would not be here if it wasn't for all the amateurs that check in, and my good friend Jim, Kilo Echo 8, Lima Delta Bravo, and Don, W3DON. This is KN3Q out of Myrtle Beach. Is there anybody else that'd like to check in before I close it down?